is time to get started. You see what I'm doing? I'm telling you the time because I'm the time teller. Okay, you'll get it. Let her pee-pee! Let her pee-pee! Okay. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller. So guys, this is gonna be a little bit of a controversial watch rant. It's Friday, which means, you know, we're gonna be ranting about something. Now guys, I'm going to be telling you that there's no point in buying a watch that I myself have already purchased, but just stick with me and hopefully you understand, okay? It all started about 2 years ago when I first made my very first YouTube video. And you know, in the YouTube watch community, there was already a plethora of people ranting and raving about the Rolex Submariner. And you know, on Instagram, there was a sea, no pun intended, there was a sea filled with these dang things. So, you know, I initially made a few episodes about my Submariner and I took a few pictures for Instagram, but the overwhelming response was that, you know, people were already bored of it. So here's why I think there's no point in buying a Rolex Submariner. It's 1:38 p.m. Let's get down to business. Alright guys, now before we begin, I know I like to do my lists on the Wednesday episodes, but I've kind of set up this rant as a little list. I put it in list form, mostly to help me out. So okay, the first reason I think that there's no point in buying a Rolex Submariner is that it's invisible, right? It's essentially invisible. It does not stand out nowadays. When you consider how many people buy and wear Rolex Submariners, when you consider how prominent this design is, when you factor in how many homages and replicas there are out there in a room, the Submariner is, it's nothing special. The second reason I think it's pointless to buy a Rolex Submariner is that if you want a new one, you're gonna be on a wait list, and if you want a beautiful, older one, like my beautiful 16800 here from the 1980s, that's gonna cost you, I don't know, around 8 grand. Which actually brings me to my next point. The third point is if you're gonna spend 8 grand, just get an Explorer 2. Right? It's at least a few grand cheaper and it'll do everything you need it to do, right? And you're getting a GMT complication. Just get a Rolex Explorer 2. Save yourself some money. Now guys, real quick, there's going to be a comparison episode on this channel between the Explorer 2 and the Submariner coming up in the near future, so stay tuned for that. And pretty much the fourth and final reason that I think it's kind of pointless to buy a Rolex Submariner is, according to Rolex's own website, to get a brand new Submariner, no date, it retails for $7,500. Now, will you ever be able to get one for $7,500? I doubt it, but I digress. Okay, so it retails for $7,500. Now, you could spend that, or again, you could get just a Rolex Explorer 2, like I said, or you could get a Grand Seiko SBGE 201 with a spring drive movement, GMT, date complication, and a 200-meter water resistance rating for $5,800, and honestly, it's probably a better watch than a Submariner. Now guys, hear me out. I absolutely adore my Rolex Submariner 16800. A beautiful, beautiful watch. That matte dial, the custard patina, the egg yolk pip on the top. I think this watch has aged perfectly. It wears like a Submariner should, a true 40mm case, not this huge modern Submariner case that feels like an enormous chunk of metal on your wrist. This is a beautiful watch. I don't know if I'd spend the money nowadays for one. Again, kind of a crazy thing to say. It's amazing, it's beautiful, it's probably one of the most versatile sports watches ever, but I also understand that it's incredibly hard to find, it's expensive, it's simple, honestly kind of plain, and it's invisible. So in conclusion, maybe don't get one. Now I know, people in the comment section are gonna be like, wow, what a snob. He wants to get one, but he doesn't want you to have one. What do you think I'm doing? I'm hoping you don't buy them so I can just buy out all the Submariners in the world? No, that's not what's happening. I'm just ranting about something that's been on my mind. But guys, again, a little tiny itty bitty caveat. If you do get a Submariner, I don't think you're gonna regret it. I think it's gonna feel like a very fun, impressive watch. I just don't think it has the illustrious appeal that it used to. It doesn't have the wrist presence that it used to. And yeah, that's, you know, part of these rants is just for me to kind of explore these ideas I've had. So I'm bouncing it off you guys, right? You guys are kind of my therapists. I'm taking my misery and just giving it to you. Do something with it. But guys, as always, let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I spot on? Did I miss the mark? I know you'll leave me a comment and let me know anyway, so just do that. Also, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Again, I upload Monday, Wednesday with a T3 watch rant every Friday and a live stream Q&A every Saturday, rain or shine. And hitting that bell icon lets you get notified so you can join in on the fun. I want to see each and every one of you there. I don't want you to miss out on this content, guys. This incredible, hard-hitting content. And guys, of course, I want to thank you for 2 years on YouTube. That's right, guys. We just recently hit 2 years, the 2-year mark. And yeah, I would have never thought that YouTube would be this incredibly important part of my life. I didn't think that, you know, this channel would grow and become just an integral part of my life, but it has. So, yeah, none of this would have happened without you. So thank you guys. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for your consistent support. And yeah, again, bell icon, subscribe, time teller shop if you so choose. And yeah, I love each and every one of you. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Real quick, if you enjoyed this episode, then do not worry, the fun doesn't need to stop here. Check out these recommended episodes that are going to be popping up on the screen anytime now. Also, take a moment, check out my brand new channel, the Time Away channel. It's where I talk about everything outside of the watch world, some of my other collections, some of my other hobbies. And if you're not interested in any of that, don't worry, just stay right here and I will see you right here. Because I never leave. I am trapped inside of this camera. Oh, dang, it just keeps... Oh no, I'm stuck in a loop. Dab.